Alright, I see my big giant head. Do we get epic questing and adventuring music? Come on, Lotro, you can load. There we go. I hear epic adventuring and questing music. Hi everybody, I'm Big Ed. I'm your host tonight. Welcome to Adventures After Dark. I'm playing Dardanissa. She's a high elf. She's a burglar. She's on Glamdring server. And she is level 145 with a bullet. I am in King's Gondor working my way towards Umbar. And I've got a long way to go, unfortunately. So I've gotten past Lynn here. I am at this camp, which is known as something rest. It's very memorable, as you can tell from my reaction. And we're going to pick up some more quests and keep rolling. And if the rest of the funky bunch shows up, maybe we'll get into some group mischief and go do something fun.
Gondor needs your aid.
Collect scattered lumber.
As you can see, I am overseeing the efforts in rebuilding Doran Air.
Parith Rest.
We are making significant progress, and the supplies you brought with you are
Dr.
most
Ares. Really? There's somebody here named after the Roman god of war? Actually, excuse me. That would be... Ares was not the god of war. That would be Mars. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Have you a moment?
Might be Sunstroke. I went out to the RC flying field for quite a while
I hope you've
today.
been well. My work in Path Rest
Defeat
involves
wild
relocating
crabs.
refugees and those who have lost their homes.
How may I help you, friend?
Defeat Crebain or ravens. Alright, that's a bunch of quests. See what we can do about scattered lumber. That seems like a kind of an easy ground ball here. Hope everybody's had a great week, and hopefully everybody's got big old plans for the weekend. Get out, touch some grass, spend time with friends, enjoy yourselves, and yeah. Enjoy what makes for an enjoyable weekend. I got out of the office just a little early today. Took Mrs. Mustafa out with me to the flying field. She hung out and ate sunflower seeds while I flew, and then we had our monthly club meeting tonight. And just got to hang out and say hi to a bunch of friends. Always a good time. I've shown pictures of my RKG decathlon on the stream before. Got 2 flights with it. It's a little windy today, but went ahead and put it up and didn't have any real problems. It's tough to get any precision aerobatics done when the wind keeps blowing you out of your maneuvers, but got up, did some loops and rolls, and had a couple of nice flights. It was a good time.
How may I help you, friend?
It was very warm and breezy, but nothing like last weekend. It was about 15 degrees cooler, so, and the wind was lower. Much preferred the weather today. Turned out to be a nice day for flying. I had something a little bigger, a little heavier, it would have been an even better day for flying. Somewhere there's supposed to be crabs. We'll kill birds. Those birds would murder me and everyone I care about if I gave them the chance. That's why they called it a murder of crows. You don't want a bunch of crows getting together. Nothing good can come of that. Could start sending out fellowship invites. Let's see who's all on right now.
Lover,
Yes, dear.
where's my remote?
I don't know. Is it on your table by your lemonade?
No.
I'll be right back. Mrs. M cannot find her TV remote. I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. Okay, fantastic. Glad that worked out, honey. She found the remote just as I was getting up. It's easier to holler at me than to look for it herself. We've got Egarthur and Forbin Kid in the house. Hello to both of you fine gentlemen.
In the audio too.
Yeah. I never doubted you. Antler says, sorry for not getting us qualified yesterday. It is not on you entirely, Antler. I put in about 14,000 XP and was prepared to keep playing last night, and it's pretty clear that we weren't going to get there, so it's okay. We don't need to get to a naval battle every week. The shame of it is we're just 1,400 units of oil away from having our coal deposit finished. It's a shooty boats thing, y'all. Well, apparently I'm supposed to collect driftwood. And aggro turtles. Okay. We'll fight the turtle. Sanagal checking in. Hello, Sanagal. I did want to shout somebody out. I met a new streamer the other day. Full Series Games from the UK. Last seen playing Resident Evil Village, does play and stream Lotro. So, if you're looking for another streamer to watch, follow, hang out with, give Full Series Gamer a try. The really, really excellent news is there are lots of really good streamers. And you definitely don't want to be stuck just watching me all the time. Let's see if we can find more driftwood this way. Welcome to the level 141 side of King's Gondor. I'm excited to be here. At least I will be if I can find the rest of the driftwood I'm supposed to collect. And hello, Zinger. I understand Zinger's neck of the woods went from heat wave to severe thunderstorms like we did a few days ago. Bria, how the heck are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Just give me a moment. I had to do a repair on my computer, and it's still going, even though I started it about an hour and a half ago.
Wow.
Sometimes these things take a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like someone's starting their Remercan raid.
Well, that's
no,
awesome.
Oh dear.
They already have 4 people.
Well, and if we all joined, including Zinger, we could get him to 12 fast.
Okay. Now, I started the repair because I'd get to the character selection screen, and then the game would just shut down.
Well, that's no good. You don't want the game to shut down. You want the game to launch.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I think tonight is one of the nights Freelancer said he wouldn't be available because he's traveling.
Yes. It is. What is it? There it is.
Hello, Mr. Goat.
Goodbye, Mr. Goat.
Well, I've got a loading screen, so that's an improvement.
Tomorrow has come online.
Yeah. unfortunately, like most things, the character appears in the game world before the loading screen finishes. Okay. Right. Now, I actually was hoping to get some more Slayer deeds done, but obviously not going to. Well, at least not until later. Unless... Right. Sorry about all that. What do we have planned for today?
We're gonna kill some crows.
I'm gonna kill everything. I can use
Hey,
one.
Arthur. Hey, Arthur. Hey, Arthur.
Killing everything is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna massacre a heap of mobs down in the Umbar sewers.
That sounds like fun.
I'm just questing in Angmar.
Where are these dang crabs we're supposed to be killing? They're over here, apparently. Let's go find some crabs, Forbin Kid.
You know,
Okay.
We can just kill random stuff on the way.
What? Okay.
well, I did.
Well, at least I know Mrs. M still has her remote because she's trying to turn the TV to channels that don't exist. And I can hear the loud static from in here.
Oh dear.
Yay! I love Hey, Arthur.
Unfortunately, we can hear the static too.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. As is our air conditioning, as is lots of stuff.
Don't give me no static.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, that is quite loud.
Well, she's got the TV turned up extra loud because of the air conditioning, and she's running a fan in the living room. So then when she turns it to an off channel, because she'll think she's hitting the 6 button and she's hitting the 9 button. It's like...
Oh dear. Maybe you need to get one of those a universal remote that has extra large buttons.
Wouldn't hurt. Would.
The AARP remote.
Yep.
Another thing you can do on some TVs, or at least you used to be able to, is just say that only the favorites can be selected, and then, you know, just skip over the ones that don't exist. It's a lot of work to set that up, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I did that for my mom several years ago because she kept on doing the same thing.
I think my solution will be just to close the bedroom door.
Such a low-tech solution, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes low-tech solutions are the best.
You just go turn the TV off and tell her good night. I was trying to get her settled in, and she didn't want to get on the sofa. Like, no, I'll stay in my chair a while. It's no, really, you should get on the sofa. You're getting very sleepy.
Her eyelids are heavy.
Okay, it looks like I've got 3 to turn in. What's the storyline quest, though?
big crab you need?
Travel to the southern entrance of that one place in the Ringlow Vale. Sorry, what were you looking for?
Was it just the big crabs in here that there weren't very many of them? The
No,
large
it
ones?
was any of the crabs. The small crabs counted too. Do you still need crabs, or did you not have
No,
the
I don't.
quest?
No, I had. I must have done. Yeah, I must have finished the crabs, but I have 6 other ones. I thought I had everything in this area to do yet, but I guess I'm further
I
ahead.
believe
Than I thought.
I believe there are some establishments in the bowels of Umbar where you can get a case of crabs.
They are delicious.
Oh dear. Now, which sort of crabs are you talking about? Okay.
Really gonna have to ask you guys to try to keep it classy. Zinger is here in chat, and he's very impressionable.
Really?
Yep.
It could be true. I don't know.
Gondor needs your aid.
Your efforts will have significant impact on our ability to relocate
It's like,
the inhabitants of Doran Annie.
One streamer I watched a few years
Beware
ago
the servants of the enemy.
told his chat to keep it classy because
It is good to hear that your
they
work
were
at Long
full.
Boha
It was
a
full of
success.
reprobates, and
Our
this
ability
kid
to
was
provide a
watching.
renewed hope and spirit to those affected by the war.
And then someone
will
turned around
surely
and said,
take a
"Yeah,
turn
and you're
for
the
better.
biggest reprobate of
Davir has
all."
taken to overseeing the
That's why
rebuilding.
people were watching. We all love hanging out with reprobates.
Yeah.
I once referred to Man Bear J as a reprobate, and somebody went over and told him I was saying bad things about him. And he hit me up. He's like, "Were you saying bad things about me?" I'm like, "Well, I called you a reprobate," and we both started laughing. He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty much true." Jay's super fun to watch and hang out with, but I have a hard time keeping up with all of his channel name changes. I think we're riding to Ringlow Vale. If you're ready, Forbin Kid, you need anything else here?
I need many dead, but I don't think they're even in Ringo Vale now with that cave system closed off.
Oh, I've got some stupid
Yeah.
thing to turn in. Sorry,
I'm trying to
well,
remember
I-
where that was.
return to
Is that
Barrow
a
Vale.
King's? Is that a King's Gondor Slayer deed?
Yeah.
Or trying to
Yeah.
think where there's dead in King's Gondor.
There's Dark
Well,
Waters
there
right
are-
by the lighthouse.
Yeah, that's true. And there's also the ones in Western Gondor near Morlad, up near the Paths of the Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and there's some by the Paths of the Dead.
No
And,
spoilers.
and also Stone of Eric.
I think Stone of Eric and the Paths of the Dead were what I did, because I'd kill all the ones in the Paths of the Dead, and then go over to the Stone of Eric, and once I'd killed all them, I'd go back to the Paths of the Dead. Sort of. But they will only, the ones in Blackroot Vale are, will only appear at night time. Like the ones around the Stone of Eric will only appear at night time. So if it's not nighttime there, you won't have much success finding any.
Yeah. Just like in the Troll Shaws, where at night trolls will come out to play.
Yeah, but there's plenty of daytime trolls in the Troll's House too.
Sure.
Yeah, you just have
Zinger
to know
said
where to look.
linear.
It's the undead that are really sparse during the day.
But I had everything turned in here. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Well, look who we have here. I'm glad to see you well. I received word from Harrion at Path Rest that you had been lending us your aid once again. Now that the war is over, I have been meaning to return here to see that the lighthouse be rebuilt. It was vital in our efforts to rout
Oh, apparently I have to go kill some of those dark waters and cleanse the ash mounds. We ride for the ash mounds and for glory.
Get your ash over there.
Exactly.
Yep.
I didn't want that mouse to chase me, so I hipsed. Seems like a good use of that skill. Looks like somebody was just in here cleaning house.
Oh, these count as dead? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I said there's the dark waters.
Oh, I thought that was, you had a quest for that quest to come in here and kill
Both.
the Slayer deed. Where was that, in King Gondor or the other Gondor? Before Gondor.
So many Gondors, so little time.
Before the king. Made
So
himself
many
king.
Minas Tirith, so little time.
Oh yeah, there's what, 4 of those?
Well, one of them is just an instance, so you can't really count that one. It's not landscape.
Still counts as far as I know.
Well, before battle, after battle, midsummer, besieged.
Yeah.
King's Gondor isn't really a separate version of Minas Tirith. It's just the after battle.
Yeah, Pelennor battle also part of landscape.
It's a slightly different area, but yeah, it has lots of phases. But each phase is like in a different place, so they don't overlay each other like Minas Tirith does.
Yeah, I noticed that with my arcades, like the map for King's Gondor Pelagear is rather different than the map for regular Pelagear.
Right, but it is still considered after battle.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing they did with the whole time phasing and the before battle, after battle, King's Gondor. They kind of knitted it all together.
Yeah.
Gantaran said level 145. Whoa, I'm already catching up.
Hey, Gantaran. See, Gantaran a shout out.
Yeah, if we can get Ganto here, then we can do Remicant.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I angered the wrong spider. Shoot.
Well, there's an advanced quest for the dead.
Natch.
Wish there was like a 15-minute Deed Slayer. I can't justify taking a 6-hour Deed Slayer.
Deed Slayers are cheating anyway.
Nah, I use them all the time.
Well, that's because you're sensible.
Now now that things have settled down at Gaialond, there is no doubt the workers will return and resume the effort.
I'm
So
like,
here's the
you
question.
don't have to subscribe. Just go free to play. Make the grind as tedious as possible.
Speaking of which, I have an FTP free-to-play question.
Yeah.
Do free-to-play players buy extra milestones to help compensate for their lack of Swift travel?
This one sure does.
Well, they're on sale this week, 35% off.
Nice.
Really? That's nice.
And extra character spots are really discounted, 80% or something off.
That's a good deal.
I think 90 cents for the extra slot rather than $6.
Yeah, and there's just certain classes. If you're playing Guardian, if you're playing Burglar, you just have to get the extra milestone skills.
Or you could just play a hunter and not have to worry about it.
Hunter class is worst class. Have you not been talking
Yeah.
to your fellow Australian about this?
I have a
Oh,
premium account to play when I'm trying to get some friends to play, and I got the VIP for a month just to see and created all my characters. But out of curiosity, I created another character today, and sure enough, it doesn't have fast travel and a few of the other things. I started in Lockport, and there was no way out of it. You couldn't get to Bree or Shire or anywhere.
Yeah, it's really stingy if you start in the Before the Shadow and don't have Swift travel. It's like, yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah.
You're paying Mithril, or you're doing a slow travel for very long distance.
Yeah, it's painful. It really is.
But you get what you pay for, and I don't mind, so I was more curious than anything.
Yeah, I've never discouraged anybody from subscribing to Lord of the Rings Online. It's money well spent. I've just never had to do it. I mean, I'm married to Mrs. Mustafa. My level of patience is kind of superhuman.
Fitberry checking in.
Hi, Ponton.
I'm kind of like the Big Ed Mustafa of Candy Crush. I've only ever bought one thing like 12 years ago, and I'm over level 8,000 at this point.
I need your aid here. I
literally stopped playing
guiding
Candy
light for
Crush.
Gondor once more.
Yeah. Although I should see where I'm up to with Candy Crush.
I think I haven't seen.
I got like past level 500 and I was just like, ugh, what am I doing with my life? I need to quit this.
I know, that's what I thought.
The music is so
Well,
hypnotizing, though, it's hard to not play it.
Well,
Yeah,
I play with the music off, actually, but they do add more mechanics as you go up. There's different kinds of candies and power-ups and things like that, so it does get more interesting as you go.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
to a level with the chocolate.
Oh, the
The
chocolate
treats.
spreader.
Yeah, and yeah, it got. I wasn't succeeding with it. I got stuck and just. I don't think I've ever gone back.
Well, they know how to trigger your endorphins and all that good stuff. If you stay away for a while and you go back, they will shower you with all sorts of bonuses, to try and rehook you.
I mean, it is a very addictive game, but yeah.
My roommate actually is afraid to play it because he says every time he does, there's so much stuff that they give you. Like, oh yes, you can do this, you can do that.
Well, she found Hogan's Heroes.
Yay.
Fair enough.
That was one of my favorite shows when I was younger.
Did you hear that, what's his name, Ricky Hunt died? From Dukes of Hazzard?
Who?
The Dukes of I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Richard Hurst, there we go.
Which character did he play?
So, you're back,
Deputy
Carver.
Sheriff
Now that
Cletus
Ephraim
Hogg.
doesn't need you. Your
Oh,
mother will weep
yes.
to hear it.
Oh, the
Carver
doofus.
left us to make his own way in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
Gondor has a king again.
So Ganto, I do know Eriador pretty well, but do you have a stumper for me? Is that why you're asking?
You must be from Path Rest.
I don't know
looking for the number.
everything.
But everything worth knowing.
That's why the wiki exists.
Alright, so the last time I played Candy Crush, I was at level 187.
Since the war ended, many of our fighting
Now
men
you've got
have
me
returned
wondering what level I got to.
Well, that I never uninstalled it from my phone.
Bucket the door.
Thank you.
You're such a gentleman.
Where would I go if I wanted to get a photo of a hobbit in a cage? Somewhere in Swanfleet.
It's up in that, what's it called? There's Hobbit in a cage.
Oh.
Nothing kinky now, right?
I was going to say, is that the same place with the crabs you mentioned earlier? They got crabs, they got hobbits in cages. It's off the hook, easy. There's 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Radlaw. Radlaw, I believe, is where the hobbits in cages are.
Oh dear.
What stream are
It's
we on?
like north of Clegger, east of Mossword.
Nothing says keeping it classy like joking about the Diddy trial. Or I've got that backwards.
Okay.
One of the two. I'm not sure which. It's a complicated world we
Gondor
live
has a
in. It's
king
hard for me to
again.
keep track of this stuff, you guys. Don't want to keep crab legs for anything?
Yeah, cooks need them.
Okay.
Cooking.
And if you get goat shanks, even more. And if you get crocodile tails, even more.
You want me to check the going rate on the auction house?
No.
He'll tell you whether you should keep them or not. They could be as valuable as fish.
Nothing is as valuable as fish.
Oh dear. Oh, wrong way.
Well, if these are the same crab legs, or 50 silver for 25. That's 2 silver each.
Yeah, well, when Umbar first came out, they were quite prized, but I guess they're pretty commonplace now. Part of the reason why perhaps the prices have gone down is because you can farm them in Umbar missions. Some of the missions have lots of crabs in them.
It's really easy to get crabs if you do the rescue Ethan's mom mission, I hear.
That was a kinship price. The regular price is 15 gold for 25.
Oh, there you go.
About.
Yeah,
Just,
that makes more
that's what
sense.
they're listing. It doesn't mean that's what they're worth, but
Does anybody use that stupid kinship only thing?
they're using them
I
here.
I find it annoying.
Crab legs.
Okay.
Only kin members can have
Sample
crab
size of
legs.
1.
Crab legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a kinship only auction.
Yeah, I've been fooled by them occasionally. It's like, wow, that's an awesome price. Wait, that's not real.
You'd have to have a pretty big, busy kin for that to be useful at all.
Or just have a kin where not everyone's on it.
Gantran says, Ed, I have sent you something in Discord. Cool.
It's really weird that you can pick up
It is
level
true that I left
105
home
resources
before
in
war seemed
Umbar Mach,
certain.
which is a level 150 area. Like Cap of Evangleam. Well, that would have been useful 35 levels ago.
Yeah. I used to have a giggle at picking up Umbar essences when I was still doing Gundabad missions.
Lumber, I presume. My friend, I have not set eyes upon you
Just
since
picked
our
up
time
4 or
together at
5,
Minas Tirith.
return
feared you
points
dead.
to Lombard
I'm glad to have been
tonight
proven wrong.
after I've done all the swimming I think I'm going to have to do. I don't know where they go to, but I assume a couple of them were to the islands there. Would have saved a bit of swimming.
Any idea where
Nah.
this dude's mom's house is?
It's Ethan. You should already know where her house is.
A well-worn path to that door.
It's in town. What you doing the epic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Ithring.
Okay.
There might have been something out here because
Well, it used to be a big orc camp. I want to see what's up here now.
Yeah, there's still a few orcs and stuff. It didn't all get cleaned out, but the cave.
Murder
is-
them. I'm at 1 of 80 for Orc Slayer. 2 of 80.
Oh, that's not good.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the singles.
Aren't you the one that tells people that if you're killing orcs in the game, you're doing something right?
Exactly.
So why is your Orc Slayer count so low?
Because I'm just running into orcs for the first time. The first orc you run into in King's Gondor is that one by the Dark Waters near the beach, whose armor's just sitting out. And when I killed him, I got Orc Slayer started. Now this is the first place where you find a concentration of orcs. So I need Forbin Kid to murder them all while I'm close enough to get credit.
Be on my radar.
Well, that
Be
was
there
kind
to
of
be
dumb
there.
of me. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Yeah, nobody thinks you're dumb as far as you know.
Well, yeah, I just realized I can use my goat mount in Umbar Mach. I've been like hoofing it until now.
All right, well, I'm
Duh.
glad we were able to clear that up for you. You are welcome.
Okay. Now, what am I? I'm out to.
It's weird we can't find any roving threats up here.
They just roved along. Get it?
This.
46 of 80.
Okay, so
I assume it'll go to 160 after I do these.
down there.
Hopefully.
Okay. And
Ooh, Virtual Paladin is raiding a party of 4.
Well, hello, Virtual Paladin and Raiders. Welcome, everybody.
I think this is almost the end of the path.
We'll get a quick shout out. Shout out failed. So I misspelled virtual because I'm me. We'll try that again.
I think I got out of range.
There we go.
it could be worse. I mean, you could be trying to spell your own name.
Get him.
Own name and misspell it.
Could be trying to spell Gorilla Phil.
You almost got that right.
The cave entrance is closed.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
I came back just to check because I thought, well, maybe they did clean it up after we left.
What you up to in Lotro tonight? We're just slogging our way through the King's Gondor. Heading towards Umbar. Here, let's swim to this island and see if the treasure cache is still here. Maybe
Yeah,
there's a treasure caches of the King's Gondor thing.
Most of us are in Umbar, so it's catching up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'm not dying as much as I did on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's good.
I
That
updated
is
some of my
good.
gear. I was sad to give up my plus 10% melee bonus, but not dying every few minutes is worth it.
Yes.
Choosing life is probably a good option.
What do you guys do? Fallen Kings 10 times?
No, I just crafted some of the basic level 141 gear.
Hey, I'm
Most
not
of
going to
it still
sit
doesn't-
here and listen to you badmouth Fallen Kings. We'll run it, and
Nazguls
we'll
are
run it,
people
and
too.
we'll run it again. We've played this game for almost 2 decades, waiting to be able to kill Nazgul. And now that we can go slaughter them at will, you guys are like, I'm bored with that. I don't want to do Fallen Kings.
Dear.
After everything they've put us through the movies and the games, you get to walk right up to the Witch King and shove a sword straight into him. And you guys don't want to do that?
Look,
Whose
if
side
if
are you
I-
on?
Look, I don't have to go into the instance to do that. I can do that landscape.
Exactly.
You can, or you can go to that cool cathedral setting and do it. And fight all 9 of them.
And get the music bug, right?
Exactly.
And get the
Yeah.
sound bug, and get some rep for Minas Morgul, which I still haven't finished maxing out. Because you guys don't want to keep running that. And I don't want to go back to Minas Morgul 20 levels too high.
Oh, come on. That's more fun.
No.
Yeah, especially slapping those Moravel around.
I like being able to
And
kill
you-
things with my bow.
You could just make your bed near the soul fountain and have the soothing music lull you to sleep.
That does sound nice.
Oh dear.
You did a detailed note.
Trying to think of where her house was.
Isn't she, I don't remember. I think she's facing the river.
Yeah, it's in the north part, right on the other side of the bridge from the Stable Lannister area.
Yes, yes.
A man stands in front of the door to Serdi's home.
She doesn't want to see
Only
you,
you can see him.
Kaibar.
My Uncle Karlong may be right about me, but he is wrong about the king.
Who are you talking to? The guy with the ring above his head.
You don't
ring?
see him?
Yeah, gold ring. Yeah, no, I don't see him. I saw him 3 weeks. I saw him 3 weeks ago. That's what time travel does to your mind.
That town really pissed me off. Oops. When I was going through there.
That's acceptable PG-13 language. You can say pissed off, crap,
yeah.
dick, boobies. There's probably a lot of things you can say that qualifies PG-13.
I think that standard isn't going to exist much longer with what's going on the broadcast TV now.
I don't know, but it's like you go there and you help them out and everything before the battle, and then when you go back through on the way,
they don't want you hanging around.
Umbar, yeah, it's like get lost. What have you done for us, kind of thing. It's like,
yeah, they weren't very friendly second time through.
And that's why I like being able to say, hey, I killed all 9 of the Nazgul. Killed them dead. Stabbed him in the face with my swords. That's why it's so important to do Fallen Kings. You can rub everybody's noses in that in all of Middle-earth.
But you bugged their sewer system.
Did anyone want our help?
That's true.
That's why they're bad at
it. Anyway.
That's why fiber is so important. Travel to the entrance of Callambel. All right, we ride for Callambel.
Introduction to the next town over.
Oh wait, I still have a couple of quests. What are the other ones?
There were about
talk to
5
Borodor.
Woodcutters there. I don't know if you got them already or not.
Borodor at Elandoth?
Isn't that one of the beacons or something?
Maybe at the top of the hill here?
Yeah.
Alright. We ride for the beacon. And for glory.
We light the beacon.
And for the beacon. The other person I'm supposed to talk to.
It's a beacon rep quest.
I think it's the beacon here, isn't it?
Yeah, and I gotta go talk to the lumber camp again.
Yeah, I thought the lumber camp was kind of nice. Out in the fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
No smell.
I'm a lumber camp and I'm okay.
Oh dear, that song, it still gets me. It's like, it starts off okay, and then at the end of it, it's like, oh dear, okay.
That got weird really quick.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, for Garther, it was strangely exciting.
I am strangely attracted to it.
How may I help you, friend?
Find a good place to look at Southern Ringlow Vale. Find a good place to look at Ethring.
Come on, wherever you are, Maribel.
I bet this looks over Ethring just fine.
You've got to be in exactly the right position.
I know.
Did you get the south one? Because I know the one looking over Ethering was a hard one for me to find. So I'm not saying a word about where it is.
Okay. Yeah, I would have thought that would have been a good place.
So yeah, that's where I was too.
Okay.
But don't follow me over to here.
Okay.
Don't do what I do.
Do what I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Here? I thought it was here.
You thought wrong? Well, I wasn't paying any attention to the icon. Well, and rightfully so. I don't have a message that this is a good place to look.
Maybe it's just different for you.
Could be.
Yeah, I know when I found it, I thought, well, there were 5 spots that I checked before this that would have made more sense.
Well, all of these are great places to overlook all of this.
Oh, yeah. Nice view. You look really good in 4K.
I think I'm going to start the rumor that Freelancer wasn't here this weekend because he went to Jeff Bezos' wedding. I think that would be fun. So when Freelancer comes back, I want everybody to ask him how Venice was, and did he get to see Ivanka Trump when he was there?
Oh my god! I heard Brad Pitt got home in LA got burglarized today.
Yeah.
As he was promoting the new Formula One movie.
How did they know he was out of town?
Well, he was at the London premiere, so.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. One of the hazards of being rich and famous.
Yep. Now, where is this treasure chest?
One of his ex-wives got her home broken into not too long ago. I think somebody crashed her gate. Got held up by private security.
Oh, so there's regular mushrooms in Umbar Mark as well. So like tier 1 farming mats are in a level 150 zone.
Yeah, I was surprised to see them as well.
You know, if you really don't like farming, you can always pick up mushrooms here.
This
might take you 20 hours.
A lush forest looks back at you.
Oh, maybe you have to do them in order. The south one, then the north one.
That could be. Because that doesn't make any sense, so
Yeah,
that's
'cause I think
probably...
you covered everything I did in the north, so I know it was one of those spots you were at.
I was like, is that rain? I think neighbors are shooting off fireworks already.
Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing.
I think I'm hearing firecrackers.
Okay.
All right.
I think I can take.
I came, I looked, I conquered.
These are troublesome times indeed.
All right, we ride for the lumber camp and for glory. And for the lumber camp.
Okay, now.
Oh no, I'm like. Oh crap. Yep, I'm hearing him.
That's why I was telling you guys the story about Mrs. M getting all mad at me because she wanted to go to the flying field and I wouldn't take her. So I used the opposite tactic today. She wanted to go to the flying field, so the club meeting started at 6, and I went out at 3 this afternoon so I could just hang out and fly. We were there for 3 hours before they started grilling food. So I'm like, let's just make sure she stays at the flying field for way, 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 way longer than she could ever possibly want. Then the club secretary brought this giant tray of cookies over and was like, hey, we want to get the cookies out of the sun. Who wants a cookie? I'm like, get that away from my wife, please. She got mad because I think I cut her off at like 6 or 7 cookies. I'm like, you already had a half a dozen of them. No, I haven't. It's like, you're not keeping count.
So is this your first dash of this level crafting, or do you have another character that's gone through here?
No, this is my highest level character on any server.
Oh, okay. So you'll be able to make all... Or you're probably not a metalsmith.
I don't remember.
You got
Burglar? Yeah, I'm a weaponsmith.
Oh, okay. Is that any good after? Well, I guess you can make cantrips.
How may I
Exactly.
help you, friend?
That's why I'm so powerful, because I make my own caltrops. And I can make serrated throwing knives and marbles. And...
Yeah, because one time I thought, well, weaponsmith is kind of useless after 50 because you got legendary items, but there's offhand weapons. I guess other things you can make, but it wouldn't be my first choice of a career. I think I'd take computer programming these days.
Oof. Well, I was just talking to my nephew. I remember sitting in Mr. Zimbelman's Pascal class reading our Carl the Robot textbook, not being able to stay awake, and the only thing I knew coming out of high school, so I did not want to be a computer programmer. It's kind of funny I ended up in IT at all.
I wished I could use Pascal. We had a basic language that was the only thing we could use for writing stuff in, and it had go-tos and lots of them.
Yeah.
I lived through the debate about go-tos and survived.
He claims to own the land itself per an agreement with my forebears? I find this suspicious. I do not believe for a single moment that the Lout's claim to that land is legitimate. But as disagreeable as he may be, I cannot discount it without proof.
Examine records in the crossing hall. Okay.
That sounds like official stuff that would only be here in the big building.
Yep.
The crossing hall, so that's what this building is called.
Mm-hmm.
All the time I've spent in here and I didn't even know the name of it.
Okay.
But I knew all the librarians.
The book contains records of many transactions, none of it having to do with property. The tattered record book? The weathered record book.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely, completely, and irreproachably sure?
Tax
Of
collector,
course, I do not mean to
stable
second guess your abilities, but could you check again? No, wait, don't.
Now book learn.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Finding out who the rightful owner of this property is, I think.
That must have been the tax collector right outside the building.
It's an orc. It's a dead orc.
He exploded. Am I even going the right way? He wondered out loud.
I have a low-level berg that I was running through Angmar. Or Moria, I guess, earlier today, and I actually tried Cantrops, and I see what you mean by the long cooldown.
Yeah. Once every 10 minutes because they're too powerful.
Yeah.
Did you kill the Witch King with the caltrops? Or Mordorith?
I was gonna, but nobody wanted to run King's Fallen Kings. I can't throw caltrops at the Witch King if we don't run it. Apparently the wood camp laborer is in town instead of at the wood camp, which I would consider counterintuitive.
I can throw cantaloupe. I'm a cook.
Excellent.
Is your cantaloupe on a cooldown?
I can't say.
These are troublesome times indeed.
My mom had a cat who liked cantaloupe. It was the weirdest thing.
How may I help you, friend?
It would be the smell of it, probably, more than anything.
Our cat used to like lettuce.
Lettuce?
Mine likes the smell of chili.
Dravron has sent out a few shipments of lumber,
Yeah.
but the tax collector has.
If we
no
had a
records of
salad,
any
I had to
sales.
try and fight her off because she'd be trying to take my bits of lettuce. Or if we had cheese, she'd be after that as well.
Oh yeah, mine loves cheese. Even non-cheese, like Kraft singles, you know, which are cheese food, quote unquote, not really cheese.
But in case they do, he has bid you to join him.
Yeah, he loves those.
Mine likes so many things that I thought I'd better look them up, and mostly it says don't give a cat these human foods because it's not good for some of them. They can have a reaction. So
Yeah, some of them are pretty bad actually.
like even milk, you know, for adult cats.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, the stereotype is, you know, to give your cats milk or cream, but they're actually lactose intolerant. So you only want to give them little bits of that, if any.
If you want them to be a balloon.
Well, I mean, you could give stuff to them and they'll just barf it. I mean, that's always that.
Yeah, and it's actually weird. Things like onions and garlic, you can't give them that, or chocolate, because they can't handle chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate is bad. But what's really bad, supposedly, is lilies. Lilies are poisonous to cats.
There's actually a lot of plants that humans like, but are actually toxic for their pets.
Just let me join you. I didn't think I'd be able to join in.
Where's that?
There's a lot of talking.
Long story. But it works out well in the end. You don't increase the difficulty if there's two of us in here.
Nope.
I was just getting ready to run away. We had help from the townspeople.
I commend you and your people for their bravery, Dornock. Thank you all for your assistance.
Anytime.
His name really Dornock?
Yep.
Did they really go there?
Yeah.
They did.
Hello, I'd like you to meet my friend Dornock.
It's like Dornach or something like that, but yeah.
Alright, I think we're finally about ready to blow this popsicle stand. Singer said, Dardanissa pulls off her hood, tells the Witch King, I am no man, throws caltrops at his feet, and waits patiently for it to step forward. Exactly.
Travron is in custody, as are the brigands in
dear.
his employ. Hopefully this
Higgins
spells
does
the
it too.
end
I
of
am
the
no
sordid
man.
affair. Travron has been arrested, and the lumber camp
Yeah.
has been handed over to the ladies.
Right. The thing they left out is that while Aowen was talking to him, Mary was behind him with the dagger in his back.
Yeah, doing the real work.
In the movie, he stabbed him in the leg, didn't he? Not the back. I don't know what the book has him doing.
I'm not sure.
Well, that's
I can't
how
remember.
I remember it, but it could be wrong. I'm going to have problems in Umbar with all the names I don't recognize.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not going to name the name, but a very, very, very well-known troll has made their way to Glamdring.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like the oldest and worst troll.
Ramen XO,
But
what
I'm not-
up, Ed? Burgled anything worth bragging about lately? Not so much. And
It
ginger
was
chicken?
it was a barrow blade, wasn't it? Or some special thing that Tom Bombadil gave them?
Yeah, not just any dagger. It was from the tombs, she says. Ginger knows her stuff.
Specifically designed to work against such creatures, actually. Almost as if Tom knew that they would need it someday.
Yeah. No, I was half expecting to see a certain troll with the name of Rain.
No, this is
That-
older and worse than that. I know Rain
Oh.
very well. This is worse.
Oh,
But I don't really want to talk about it much because I don't want people to get interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
I think he means me.
No.
Right?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I attracted the wrong dude. Uh-oh, not good.
Well, you are quite attractive there, Antler.
I know.
Were you wearing too much
Oh,
turquoise
dear.
jewelry again, Antler?
Probably. Oh,
I've
come
already
on,
died
hurry up.
twice tonight.
I have to go back
I've
to the wood
attracted
camp
the
to talk to Dornock again?
Make sure everything is in ship shape.
Yep. Why didn't Tom just fly the Eagles to Mordor? He doesn't have anything else to do. It's a good point.
Because Tom doesn't really care. Tom
Ginger
just
says,
is.
I'm tired. I'm heading for bed. Have fun. Ginger, thanks for popping by. Have a good one. I think we ended up raiding Somatome last weekend when I was done. She was the only one who was still up playing Lotro. That was fun. Ginger's granddaughter. Ginger's probably like, thanks, why didn't you raid me? I don't know, Ginger, have you been doing much streaming?
How may I help you, friend?
There's a bunch more quests here.
Some spiders around here. Looks like a lot of iridescent ore. Orcs.
When next you are at Ethric, ask around to see if anyone is interested in earning some coin. I would be grateful if you could discourage the wildlife from approaching us.
Always nice to craft.
Catch us more fish to eat.
Oh, I got a
Sure.
quest to
River
catch
favors
hardy
you.
fish, and I don't have a quest slot open now.
Yeah, I saw the person down by the bank there when we came in off the island.
Oh, by the way, on Cord Stream, they said something about. He said something about fishing. Changes to fishing. As well as birding. So I don't know what they have in store, but maybe finally you get your wish.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they're going to make fishing more like birding.
Or maybe they're just going
I'm
to
sure that would be an.
reset all my characters to 0 fishing skill and I get to start over.
How may I help you, friend?
These are troublesome times indeed.
Catch us more fish to eat. Assuming the river favors you.
Yeah, this time throw back all the small ones.
Did I get all of the quests I'm supposed to be picking up? Apparently murdering orcs isn't on the list. I'll continue to do it anyway. Staunching herb. Next letter is up soon in July. Singer says they'll probably just get rid of fishing so they can dedicate that tab to a secondary binding, a secondary birding tab.
So, Orcslayer is not available in Eastern King's Gondor, but it is available in Western King's Gondor.
What's that?
Orcslayer.
Okay. Well, I think it's only valid where there's orcs. Like I said, I didn't run into a single orc in Eastern King's Gondor.
They're around. You just have to go looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Western King Gondor, and then there's Outer King Gondor, right?
Yes.
That seems entirely unnecessary.
I'll get this work. I'll give you credit. All the credit to you. And a spy. Oh, you went by the rich here at death's door? Oh, no, you did. You must have picked it up. It was still decaying then when I looked at it.
Yep.
I thought I even picked those ones up. Because you never know what's underneath them.
It's true. So I put catch hardy fish on, and I'm not being directed anywhere.
It's north of the camp there.
Yeah, there's a glowing spot in the river, but I don't think it's marked.
We ran right by her when we
God,
came
I had a
off the
horrible
island.
thought. What if I don't have enough room in my bags to fish?
You can give me your hold.
You not enough space?
I'm counting what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4?
Three now.
Yeah, there's 3 at the top, but there's also a empty space in the middle of the bags, isn't it?
Well, I'm keeping an eye open for the carryall to go on sale again.
I'm collecting anodyne herbs. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole operation. Where's my fishing skill? Antler pop the freebie. Ooh, you get a key.
Yep.
Okay.
Time for your spiel about loot boxes being the key to winning the game.
In all fairness, I quit doing that a while back. It is a good spiel, though.
Yeah.
And I have to be diluting loot boxes as I'm giving it, and I don't have any in inventory, so.
I think until I get rid of all the loot boxes in my vault, I'm keeping them filtered out.
See if I did that right this time. Yep, I did it. I popped the sails as well.
Good job, Antler.
You're hired.
I did the loot boxes the other way around. As long as I'm still gathering loot boxes, I removed everything from storage.
Alright, I got me 4 hardy fish.
Well, I've got a bank halt who has I think it's about 70 or so of them.
Yeah, I gave up on that. I mean, it's so easy to get them from the auction house, and they're so cheap.
Well, don't you pick up about 5 a night? I have a filter on, so I don't know anymore, but
Yeah,
there are different types.
I used to pick up like 5 or so each half hour.
Yeah, they're like bananas. They kind of come in bunches.
I can easily pick up about 20 or so in a play session.
Like, why is it telling me I don't have the right hobby tool for that? Oh, I forgot to move my fishing skill back.
Oh, you might need a hand then. Or can you still throw caltrops down?
As long as it's just the skill, it's not a big deal. It's when you actually have the fishing pole still in hand and get attacked, it's a problem.
Yeah. Not a huge problem on my hunter because it goes in one of the melee slots, not the range slot. But
yeah, but hunter class is worst class. Bacchus says so. Not entirely worst class, but getting close. So this is my dream. When Freelancer comes back, everybody asks him how he got invited to Jeff Bezos' wedding. And then the next time Bacchus streams, everybody's like, why do you hate Hunter so much? Ed says you just trash Hunters all the time.
Oh dear.
Oh, Veil Wolves is a thing? Okay.
Leave the bears alone. Getting all my spiders done in here. 4 more to go.
Nice.
I knew I'd have to come back to do them at some point. Just didn't want to do them the first time through. The quests seem to go a lot quicker in King Gondor. Either that or being a little above level helps. For both.
Maybe both, yes.
Yeah. Although I did notice Shield Isle's going a bit quicker than it did when I was doing my hunter.
I just killed a spider for you.
Now, how should I cook them?
Oh, trouble.
Maybe I'll fry them.
One more spider.
On second thought, a stew. Let me make the most of it.
How may I help you, friend?
As far as I know, I got one more.
I'm still looking for trees. I will check under this ore deposit.
Spider.
Yeah, I just think it's really exciting that Freelancer was able to break away and go to the wedding in Venice. I'm really excited for him.
Did I say last spider? I meant 120 more to go.
Well, there you go.
Exaggerator.
Optimist. I was an optimist.
Yeah, okay.
If I had a doubler on, I'd almost be done. But then there'd be as many cobwebs in this forest as there are in my basement. Did you say you're looking for trees?
Mm-hmm. Here's a tree. This tree is too young to fell. This tree is too old to fell.
Picky, picky, picky.
And this tree is just right.
The Goldilocks principle.
Yes.
I think killing all the spiders and wolves in this area has created an overpopulation of bears. It's one of those, kill everything or you won't get anything new spawning for you. hiding behind a rock.
Kill the orc and then kill the rock as an accessory. Hiding a fugitive. Plus, I heard he interrupted the ceremony with fawning over the Kardashians. Freelancer? Yeah. Although we all know how much Freelancer loves the Kardashians. He's always droning on and on about them.
I see a bear.
I'll wave at you. See me wave?
No.
There is no wave animation in bear form.
Oh dear.
Wave your badunkadunk.
Actually, using a hope token in bear form is the closest thing you can get to a wave.
Okay, I've got some talk. And I think the last thing, I've got all the trees. I need to ride into town and try to recruit some folks to work the lumber camp.
Okay.
So let me see if I can do that and we can move on before I pass out in my chair.
You'll love the Shield Isles. Lots of fishing.
I'm in.
Lots of water too fishing.
Right up
And
until
lots
the
of
devs
swimming.
break fishing next month.
Now.
They'll be like, since nobody fishes in Middle Earth, we've decided to remove it. What?
Oh, I would love for that to happen. You're like, what the heck?
These are troublesome times indeed.
That would be awesome.
And that antler is why you will die a slow, slow death.
I'm already dying a slow death, so.
I know.
Very painful.
That's basically what optimal health is, dying as slowly as possible.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Yep.
Boy, that's really an upbeat sentiment, isn't it?
I'm full of good cheer. Oh, I got Mrs. M really good. So we're at the airplane club meeting tonight. There's like 50 or 60 of us all sitting around the picnic pavilion at the park. And we have this new member and he's introducing himself and he's like, yeah, I was stationed in Korea for a couple of years.
Gondor needs your aid.
With the Air Force, and I got transferred here to Offutt, and I've just really liked the area, and I've been here ever since. And so she's sitting right next to me at the picnic table. I go, well, just be glad you got out of Korea. They're a treacherous people, and you have to watch yourself around them all the time. And everybody starts laughing, and she's just giving me the stink eye. She just goes, shut up, and everybody was laughing. It was pretty awesome.
Oh dear. Okay, so.
I haven't talked to enough people about working the wood camp for some reason. I don't see anybody else to talk to.
Oh, there is one.
I thought they were all over where you did the same quest, same location, but there might have been another guy walking.
Yeah, I think there's one right outside that.
The wood fence there? That's where we're headed.
No, it's like a big council chambers.
Oh, that's the tax collector who's right outside the door. Oh, other side, you're right.
These are troublesome times indeed.
One more. Gotten 4 of 5.
Got to play another 3.5 hours. I have some tasks I want to hand in.
Uh-huh.
And my time has not come up yet.
Sure. Singer says, too late. You may have passed out once or twice already. Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, they do actually give me a quest arrow. Oh, they're down along the river. Okay. You quit staring at the river and go work at the wood camp.
How may I help you, friend?
We ride for Dornoch. I had an English teacher, Mr. Dornocher, in high school. We're going to want to find out where Freelancer stayed in Venice. Did they give the guests like swag bags for coming all the way for the wedding?
How may I help you, friend?
So many
Free
questions.
Prime memberships.
Yeah.
Gondor needs your aid.
Did you get to meet the cast of
How
Reacher?
may I help you, friend?
Everyone tells me
What'd you
what a
find
help
out
you've
about
been
the
today.
upcoming James Bond movies?
If you are headed to Lamadon, could you speak to a Cooper
So
friend
many
of mine?
questions.
Bruce Quick.
New quest to Callum. So now everything is vectoring us to Callum. So we ride for Callum and for glory and for Callum.
Yeah, each town seems to have a few things that they want you to do, and then you move on to the next one.
Yeah.
That was a few extra things.
This lumber camp had a few too many.
Yeah,
All
this
you could do
seems
is
like a
complain
lot
about
of
it.
quests.
And then you get to Morlad where they're all pissed that Aragorn didn't go to...
They were slighted.
Yes.
Boy, I wish I had a fast horse.
I have just one question. How are the
Yes?
sappers... How are the sappers' bombs working while they're down in the sewers, surrounded by water?
Well, there are underwater mines.
Yeah, true. So just killing goblins at the moment.
there's a lot fewer red dots on my radar this time through than the original time.
I like how they still want us to kill Corsairs. It's like, really?
Less dots.
Oh, geez. Oh, yeah.
Less dots.
The king and queen have come to Cannonbell.
That is exciting.
You're going in the back door. Or the side door.
Lamedon renewed. Alright, well, I was trying to make it 2 full hours, and I don't think I'm going to get there. Been streaming for an hour and 48, and I almost rode off a cliff on the way here. I am starting to doze off.
Plus, I thought you were just taking a shortcut.
Yeah, no. I am sleepy. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling too.
You don't have to get up at 4:30 a.m. to drive Mrs. Mustafa. So I'll hear none of it, Antler.
Fine.
This must be the Cooper?
I'm glad that tale ended well. And I'm glad that Dornoff finds himself in good spirits. Perhaps he will be inclined to offer me a discount on my next order.
Greetings, I am Ruslan, maker of wine.
We must strive to defend our newly gained peace.
We're going to strive to defend our newly gained peace. Apparently that's a thing. Aw. Don't have any valid items to put that essence in. Not gonna lie, that hurts me. It hurts me deep down. Okay, so what we were talking about before, these adventurer steel-bound loot boxes, this is essentially how you win the game. Whenever you get one of these, you want to go right to the Lotro store and get yourself a black steel key. Now, I happen to have a couple of them, so it's essential that I hang on to this box, and I want to open it up because only all the very best things are inside. And basically, by looting these and opening them with the key, that is how you win the game. So whenever you get one of these, make sure you open it up. Don't throw it away. There, that was just free Garther for old time's sake.
And you can get a free black steel key.
Zinger says, so you're saying no Remmercant tonight? Ponton says they hired a good director for the next 007. Zinger says a redeemable coupon to appear as an extra in the next season of Rings of Power.
Oh dear.
So here's a fun question. Everybody in voice chat gets to answer, and if you guys in text chat want to play along, of all the people you know who play Lotro and are in the Lotro community, who If invited to Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice, Italy, who do you know in the Lotro community would take the time to talk to Jeff Bezos and try to bend his ear about what they needed to do to Rings of Power? I'm going to say Gormabald.
You cut out a little bit there. To do what with Rings of Power?
Who, if they were invited to Jeff Bezos' wedding, would go to Venice, Italy, just to take the time to tell Jeff Bezos what he needed to do to fix Rings of Power? I'm going to nominate Gormabald. I think that sounds like something Gormabald would do.
Well, a lot of people would say you fix it by canceling it.
Never seen the show. I have no idea. Might be great, might be not great. Zinger says, I'll take all your boxes. They've got good auction haul value. Did I complete my task item turn-ins, he wondered out loud? Or did I run out of task items before I finished? Let's check. 9 of 10.
You might run a little low of these 141 plus task items.
Yeah, I was one short. Drammerbore wants me to search for the missing pack. I'll pick up the quests while I'm here. Annoyingly aggressive Avank. What else you got for me?
Since you are heading in that direction anyhow, why don't you do us all a favor and put down as many of those annoying Avank as you can?
No, I have more task items now.
You got them now. Okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
I have those loot boxes filtered on my
You there,
account.
adventurer? Looking for some coin in return for a
I don't
simple
either,
job?
but if you can sell them at the auction house, if somebody
Greetings.
wants them,
I am Calfeth, pottery
I'll start
merchant and
collecting
wealthy daughter.
make some money.
So here's the kin advert that drives Val crazy. Valthorn. There's a kin called Melkor looks like Morgoth.
It's pronounced Adele like the singer. Reg says, I've thrown away hundreds of boxes. As have I. I do open them occasionally. And I'm always shocked if I actually get anything good. Of course,
sometimes,
in all fairness, I have talked before about my incredibly bad luck whenever random number generation comes to play.
yeah, sometimes you can actually get some weapons and stuff, but
Greetings,
not
I'm
always.
Rusquin, maker of
So to answer your question, if I were in a discussion with Jeff Bezos, and this probably doesn't mean much to people who haven't seen the show, but I would just drop the whole Gandalf Saruman thing. Just, it's so non-canon and so flashy and so CGI-ish, I would drop that. But I'm not going to go all the way to Venice to tell him that.
That's if you can get close enough to him to talk to him.
You with assisting
Oh, this is assuming that you can. Freelancer's got that kind of access, but I don't think he'll mention the TV series while he's there. Because Freelancer went to Italy to go to Jeff Bezos' wedding. There's no disputing it. That's why he's not here tonight. And please tell everyone you know that that's exactly what's happening. What's funny is I never know how he's going to react to stuff like that. He might ignore it. He might get super mad and not talk to me for 3 weeks. We'll roll the dice and see.
You prefer?
Somehow I think he's got tougher skin than that.
Yeah. He sometimes has a funny reaction to things, though.
To our fair city, and I'm inclined to take
I'm just saying I never know.
Exactly. Freelancer would be more concerned about Wheel of Time.
Maybe.
Well, they did cancel that, didn't
I
they?
have not forgotten what we lost. Have you?
The long night has ended and the sun rises upon a
season.
peaceful kingdom.
I think so.
All right, I am loaded with quests and heavy with fatigue. Did I manage to stretch this out the last 10 minutes that I needed to get to 2 hours? No. I'm at 1:58 minutes.
You got, yeah. We'll just round in and call it 2 hours.
Let's start a deep discussion about the ultimate nature of reality. That was deep.
Just tell me all your just share your feelings out, and I'll just take it all.
Helm's Deep.
What's
I tell people, if you have nothing to say, just vent out on me, and I'll take it.
Glittering caves.
Oh, I need the insects here too. It's been a long time since I've had to kill insects for a living.
Do tell.
Usually they don't count.
Reg 9K says reality. What a concept. Robin Williams.
You're doing some debugging there, Forbin Kid? Oh.
Yeah.
Tonight's quote of the day was pretty good. Being like everybody is the same as being nobody. Rod Serling.
Well, there's lots of variations about like that. You know, like if everything is special, then nothing is special.
Yeah.
If everything is urgent, nothing is urgent.
If I could stay awake for another 6 hours, I'd pop a Slayer deed. But I don't live in Australia.
You'll never make it, Forbin Kid.
No.
Well, you could pop it. I mean, it doesn't count down when you're logged out, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a continual.
Nope. Timer stopped when you log off.
Well, you learn something new every day.
And twice on Sundays.
That's why I stream Lotro, so everybody can tell me stuff I don't know. Hey, Ed, you're doing it wrong and you're an idiot. Oh, thanks.
You didn't know that?
Exactly. Killing all these sickle flies for Forbin Kid. I don't even think he's near me now.
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
I thought you were just collecting more.
I was looking for chopped wood. Here's some now.
Don't need the boars.
Reg says, I know nothing. Nothing. Sometimes you can be doing everything right, but still be an idiot. That's also true.
get all your wood?
Yep.
Yay, finished book 9.
Yeah, I'm finished book 9. I'm just doing all the Slayer deeds and stuff like that before I move on to 10.
Well, I gotta do that.
Is 10 Legacy of Morgoth, or is it still Umbar Mok?
Are you guys ready? Is everybody ready?
10
Are you watching? Are you watching the stream? Are you watching?
Legacy of Morgoth.
Are you watching, Bria?
Yes, I'm watching.
Boom, 146. Can't believe you were going to talk over that. It was so epic, and you almost ruined the moment. All right, that's going to do it for me, boys and girls. Bria, thank you for being here. Egarther, Forbin Kid, appreciate you both. Zinger, thanks for hanging out in chat. Antler, thanks for being here. And to everybody who's in chat, thank you for hanging out. To everybody who raided, thank you for coming by. You don't have to go home. You just can't stay here. Poteen O'Bowen is streaming Lord of the Rings Online. We'll go raid Poteen. Poteen O'Bowen. Tux Ramus is chatting. Professor Teacher G is playing Deltarune. Who else we got? Magi RPG is doing some tabletop RPG stuff. Too Old to Game is playing Counter-Strike. Kitty Motion's Rocket League. Lots of good streamers still up. Most of them better than me. All of them better than me. Anyway, I don't know any of those people ever fall asleep on their own stream like I do. So let's go raid Poteen O'Bowen, show him some love. And if you're not already following Poteen, shame on you. Go ahead and correct that immediately. I will be back next Friday night. I'll be on my own channel this weekend. I will be doing some shooty boats on Sunday. And if you come by my OnlyFans page, I should be doing a special shower show this weekend. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be exciting. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Good night.
Good night.
Does he really have an OnlyFans page? Who would want to see that?
There's some sick people in this one.
I'm one of them. So, yeah, I don't actually have an OnlyFans page, but it's always good to start rumors. If I'm going to start them about my friends, I may as well start them about me, too. Good night, everybody.
Good night. And yes, Agatha,